is Naduni Madumali and I identify myself as a feminist activist. I am here to tell you what it is like to be one and what you can do if you wish to become one. First of all, I want to be very clear with the fact that there are so many other feminist activists out there in the world who could be much more experienced than I am. So am I the best person to talk about this? Definitely not. But do I make sure in my own capacity that I work for the feminist causes that I believe in? That's a yes. So as a fellow young person, I want to tell you certain things that I wish I had known in my teenage years or in my early 20s for that matter. Being a feminist is believing in equality. Equality for men and women and for individuals who don't want to identify themselves as men or women. It's about challenging cultures, practices, beliefs and laws or even systems that can be discriminatory towards either men or women, which are unfair or only benefiting one party. So if you believe that men and women are equal, that boys and girls should be treated equal, if you think that everyone deserves equal opportunity, equal chances, access to things, and that men and women should be paid equally for equal amount of work, if you believe in this, then you are a feminist too. On this regard, if you see things that are unjust and discriminatory, you might be able to speak up against them. And this is where your activism can begin. Believing in a feminist cause or lobbying for change does not mean that you have to go into the streets out there or carry a huge campaign slogan. There are so many things that you can do even while being stuck at home during the pandemic. For example, you can always talk about these things on your social media platforms. That will give you a great opportunity to use that valuable space in the digital world that we live in to make sure that others hear your opinion and your side of the argument. You can also write emails, write letters to responsible parties. You can write to newspapers on blog articles and so many other things that where you can use the digital space to convey your message and show how certain things can be discriminatory. I'm not going to lie to you that it's not always going to be a pleasant experience. There will be people who won't agree with you. There will be instances where they don't want to hear your side of the argument. But remember that it is not personally against you. Remember that you are challenging something that has been a practice for quite some time, for years, perhaps even decades. So the important thing is to make sure that you are speaking up against a cause that is harmful, toxic, either to men or women, or only benefiting one of the parties. To ensure this, you might have to read up a little bit on power dynamic, power structures, cultures, societal stereotypes that have been there, that have been around in the society that we live in for many years. But don't feel discouraged, because if I can do it, so can you. Remember, like Jenna Stenfield sings, you cannot do all the good the world needs, but the world needs all the good you can do.